Hey guys, welcome to Techter's tutorial. Today, we're going to talk about how to create a children's book using ChatGPT. It is a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So let's dive right in. Today, we're going to show you something mind-blowing, and that is how to write and illustrate a children's storybook made up of multiple short stories using artificial intelligence. Though there is so much buzz lately around AI tools like this one, ChatGPT, and also Leonardo. So today in this video, we're going to use those tools so that we can harness the power of these cutting-edge tools to bring your story ideas to life. And now let's start our creation with ChatGPT in here. So for you to be able to get redirected onto this page, just search onto your local browser ChatGPT or openai.com, and then you should be able to log in and get headed onto the screen. So if you've noticed here onto the upper part, there are actually two options for ChatGPT already. The 3.5, which is the fastest model, great for most everyday tasks, so we're using this one since this is free. And the GPT-4, which is the most capable model, great for tasks that require creative and advanced reasoning, and this is just available exclusively to Plus users, so you need to upgrade to ChatGPT Plus to use that one. So if you're not actually aware onto what ChatGPT is, so just a quick overview regarding this. So this is actually a web-based computer program that uses AI to generate text that resembles human writing. So in simple terms, this is basically like super smart robot writer that has been trained by a ton of books and articles and can come up with its own stories, write emails for you, answer your questions, or even chat with you. So as you can see onto their website in here, you can see the different method on how it is done. So they train this model using reinforcement learning from human feedback, using the same method as InstructGPT, but with slight differences in the data collection setup. So this is how they use or do the OpenAI or ChatGPT so that we could use it. And there are three steps into this. They collect demonstration data and train a supervised policy, collect comparison data and train reward model, and optimize a policy against the reward model using the PPO reinforcement learning algorithm. So there are some limitations in here, so it'd be best to read the blog of ChatGPT in here so that you'll know how to use this platform effectively. Now, to access the GPT, so as what I mentioned, you'll just need to head onto this website by searching ChatGPT or OpenAI.com. And also, if you have already a specific story plot on mind, then you can probably skip this step. Otherwise, ChatGPT is a great tool to help you generate some ideas. So let's try that one out. We'll type in a message in here. Let's ask ChatGPT to give us some children's storybook ideas to write about. Then we could also add some parameters in there. So we could add in here, this story should be geared towards girls age 79, and the messaging of the story should remind children that they should never give up and that hard work pays off, and will include also a magical twist to their story. So let's go ahead and click onto the send button in here, and let's try to see what will it give us. Now, as you can see in here, ChatGPT will very quickly start populating the page with some potential ideas for us in terms of stories that we could write about. So these will also include a potential title in here that we could use, as well as a little blurb and some synopsis of the story that they're suggesting. Now, as you can see, it has three topics in here, and if you have actually read through the suggestions, you'll realize that they actually look into the account of the parameters that we provided. So they make sure that the messaging is about never giving up and hard work pays off, and then it is also geared towards the young girls, and there's also a bit of magical twist in here, since as you can see, there are some words in here such as magic or anything like that. So it's absolutely amazing how quickly they generated these ideas for us. Now for the next step that we're gonna do in here is we'll just need to choose which one we'd like out of these topics. So I kind of like this enchanted garden quest. So the storyline beat Lily, a young girl with a passionate for gardening. Then Lily discovers an overgrown neglected garden near her home and decides to bring it back to life. However, she soon realizes that the garden is enchanted and hides secret that only hard work and determination can unlock. So as you can see, there is also a magical twist in here. Let's just go ahead and copy that one out, since onto this next step, we will ask ChatGPT to write the story for us. Now we're just gonna go ahead and type in here, please write this story for me, and then we're gonna paste out what we've copied earlier, which is the title and also the storyline and the magical twist. Then let's go ahead and click onto the send button in here to see what ChatGPT will give us. Now as you can see in here, ChatGPT is very quick onto writing the story story based on the parameters that we have put in. So it types very quickly, makes a lot of sense, and it's actually a very compelling story filled with magic. So it is interesting, grammatically correct, and most of all, it is very fast. While you can totally just take the script and plop it down onto your storybook, we would like to recommend that you augment the AI's output with your own unique ideas to truly make it your own. And if you don't like doing that, then at the minimum, we recommend you run a plagiarism check on the script just to be safe. So you could use different plagiarism checker here onto the web. So let's just search plagiarism checker in here and you should be able to see some free plagiarism checker that you could use. Now down to our next step in here, we're gonna go ahead and try to use Canva in here so that we could plot it and hear our short story. So you need to create a new project onto that. Just simply click on to create a design. And if you're not aware where to head onto this website, just simply search Canva onto your local browser or canva.com so that you'll get redirected onto this page. Then click on to create a design. Then right after here onto the search bar, we could try to search out in here short stories. So we're gonna use a short stories template in here, or you could actually just create a custom size in here. So typically a standard children's book size is around 8.5 and 11 inches. So we're gonna type in here 8.5 and then 11 inches. Then right after, let's just go ahead and click on to create new design. So onto this next step is where we will design our pages. So we'll use Canva's design tool to create the layout for your book, add your story script to each page, and place the corresponding illustration alongside with it. So typically we're gonna make a lot of short stories that we will combine here onto Canva so that we could create a book with a lot of short stories, but for this one, we'll just focus onto one story. So just assume that we're creating a lot. As you can see, we're already onto Canva's editing page, and we're gonna go ahead and try to search for templates in here so that we could add it in here, our story. Now we're gonna simply search storybooks in here, and there is a suggested storybook. We'll just click onto that, and let's go ahead and let's try to go ahead and browse some templates in here. So you could use different keywords in here, and as you can see, we could go ahead and try to use this one as a main page, or we could optimize it further so we could just add in some text. Now, as you can see, this one is actually great for a storybook. We're just gonna click onto that template in here so that it should be added, and then right after, let's go ahead and head over to the text section in here and to add in heading so that we could go ahead and paste a title, also add a subheading to add the body or the story from ChatGPT. So let's go ahead and try to paste first the title, and then right after, let's go ahead and paste also the story itself. Now, as you can see, we've gone ahead and added already the title. So what we could do next is we could just update the fonts in here, the font size, so that it could be really enchanting to look like, or it looks like a storybook. So we're gonna go ahead and try this one out. And don't worry if the story would not fit onto the first page, you could just simply add another page or duplicate this page, then add in also the next body to add so that it would all fit onto your certain page. Now right after, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead to another tool in here, which is the Leonardo. So we'll use this for our illustration. Since we have our script already in the description, well, let's just use Leonardo to bring the image to life. To do this, you'll just need to head or create an account here onto Leonardo AI. So click on to create an account. And once you're into the dashboard, just go ahead and click onto the AI image generator in here. Now here onto the type of prompt, we're gonna go ahead and type in here what we want to see onto the photo. So since our story is all about Lily's Enchanted Garden, we're gonna go ahead and type in here, and then let's go ahead and choose a fine-tune model in here. You could also update the number of images per generation. You could also update the dimensions in here, the guidance scale, or you could use an image as a reference. And then right after, let's just go ahead and click on to generate. As you can see, here are the generation that it has given us. So I kind of like how it turned out, since it is really a magical one or enchanting forest, and I kind of like how cute Lily is. So here's the other photo. So kind of like this one as well. So let's try to choose which one we're gonna use. So I think this one is better since I like the dress. You also have the option to delete it, download the image, copy, and then you could also unzoom and remove the background. So we're gonna download this image so that we're gonna go ahead and try to head back onto Canva to add this illustration. Now heading back to Canva, what we'll need to do is just get the file and then upload it in here. And once it is downloaded, you'll just need to drag and drop it in here onto the bottom part. And we could also edit the photo to resize it since it is a little bigger. We're gonna go ahead and click the aspect ratio in here. Let's gonna make it a little short like that. And there you have it. We've added already the illustration for our story in here. Now for the next steps is repeat the same process for each story in your collection, and you'll have a set of captivating illustration to complement your story. And for the last step, you'll just need to simply click onto the share button in here, and then right after the download, and then you could choose a file type. So since this should be a collection, you could choose PDF print, but just if just one, you could choose just PNG or anything that you'd like, so that you could successfully save this onto your device, and you could also use this storybook already. And that's it. You have successfully created a children's book using ChatGPT, Leonardo, and Canva. This is the finished project, and if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to comment it down below. Then thanks for watching, and we'll see you on to our next video.